Your sound is live. Here we are, our faces. Wonderful.
Hello.
We're back. It's the kind of night it is here, y'all. Welcome to the end of Roll20CON. Thank you for sticking with us. Naja, how was your first hosting gig as Roll20CON at Roll20CON?
Easier than probably any other hosting gig because I got to do it from the comfort of my own home.
Yay!
Good stuff.
Normally I'm the taskmaster that cracks the whip on hosts, so
Very good one, too. Well, we super appreciate having you do this for us over these last 2 days. It's been a ton of fun, and we were very excited when you accepted the invitation. We had lots of ideas for what we wanted to do, and it started for me with you. So thank you. I think you did a great job, and I would like to throw that same great job over to Adam, who's also put in a ton of work in his 2 games. Adam, how the hell was your game tonight? It seemed like a great time.
It was really good. Yeah, I have lots of experience with like kind of off the rails dungeon world. Like you can play it seriously, you can play it very seriously and do the epic fantasy thing. But I find that if I'm doing a one shot, especially a one shot that's only 3 hours long, I just really aggressively say yes to everything. So I write no out of my vocabulary and I just let the players make stuff up. When you end up in a group with people like Caitlin and Nadja and Jesse, you end up with chaos. I'm glad that Maggie was there to back me up and try to keep it on the like, cool. Let's keep moving. Let's not digress too hard here. But no, it was great. It was really fun. I've had a great time. I'm on like day 6 or 7 now. Like I played a role playing game on Roll20 every day for like the last week almost now. So I'm in my natural terrain. I got advantage. It's good. But you know, I mean, you play a lot of role playing games and you're on the whole weekend, and here we are at the end of the con. So I'm just like, sleepy times now.
Right?
Yeah, we're all gonna take a group nap.
Right.
In our separate houses.
What are you talking about? We got a meeting tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Come on.
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I will not be there.
It's a little known secret that everyone associated with Roll20 in any way always naps together on video chat.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah. Or like we just send our cats as proxies. We just have cat meetings.
I got more role playing games to do tomorrow. I can't rest. I got blades in the dark tomorrow night.
That's
so
right. That's right.
One game after another for me.
I need to add that to my
Throw
calendar.
that in the chat if you'd like, Adam.
Yeah.
Nadja, we have a bunch of numbers that I have for you in that sheet. And I was going to segue this nicely, and then we got distracted off of Adam's comment about playing lots of games. Because we have some impressive numbers to share.
Well, let me open set sheet.
Sure.
That I can do very easily because I know how to use the search bar.
It's the good night on day 2.
Go to the thing. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
So, chat, these numbers are astounding. Let me narrate them to you. So, our peak concurrent users today has been 21,000 people, which is fantastic. You guys are awesome. We have had 44,670 games played since beginning of Roll20CON on June 24th.
By now, it's actually probably even more than that, actually, because that was a couple hours ago that we pulled that number.
Nuts. Like just the 21,000 people. If you imagine like it's 5 people to a group, that's 4,200 role-playing games happening at the same time.
At the same time.
That's so weird. That's a lot of nerd stuff.
Yeah.
44,000 games was like, when I heard what it was yesterday, I was like, is that real? It was crazy. Sorry.
There's
Phil.
always certain numbers that like the brain can't really conceptualize fully because I just like try to hear all at once all of the ideas that are being spoken in all of those 44,000 games, and and then I just feel
with your
nervous.
Batman nerd sensing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's like that. It's like that GIF of that lady's face with all the math flying around.
Oh
and
my
just like,
gosh.
Yeah. Also, that's Superman, not Batman. But you know what I mean.
yeah.
Totally.
Some man.
It's a man.
So for our donation goal, we're over $2,000,
Awesome.
which is pretty amazing. Thank you to everybody that donated. If you're still watching, if you have enjoyed literally any part of this, you could give $1.
True.
It's normally it's frowned upon to peer pressure people into giving their money to donation, but help out Cybersmile. That's what brought us all together this weekend. And
We all did it, and if you want to be cool too, like us.
Also, you can get this amazing Crit Dice shirt.
I think that's not true anymore.
Oh,
Oh.
just kidding.
That was
You missed it.
the con. The T-shirt may have ended. I'll make sure.
Well,
but-
if you're really cool, you already did it.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Congratulations for being so cool.
It did end, but to speak to that, we sold 67 shirts over the convention, and all the donation proceeds from Teespring are going to go directly to Cybersmile for that. So 67 of you are
Awesome.
getting that awesome con shirt. But there is still time to donate after today. We're going to leave the exclusive art pack up from our marketplace creators through June 28th. June 28th is the day that the plus features are going to stop being available for free on the site for any Roll20CON games. So what that means is, even though Roll20CON is technically over, you actually still have 3 days to play around with dynamic lighting and no ads. So,
And I saw some people asking in the chat if it was too late. So the answer is no. It's not too late.
not
It's
too
never
late.
too late, unless it's after June 28th. But it's
Yes.
never too late, guys. It's until
and there's
then.
if you're on YouTube, I put the donate link in the YouTube comments down there. So, give and get art. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do
Yeah.
want to take a hot second to thank those marketplace creators who donated to that pack. There were a lot of them. They were really wonderful. A lot of them wanted to donate more, and they totally would have. And I love them. And thank you so much for helping us make a cool exclusive thing to help donations come through.
And shout out to all of those creators who were playing on Twitch today. It looked like a ton of fun. I'm excited to go hunt down your VODs and watch. I love that community plays around in Roll20 together as they also make art for it. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was you guys' favorite moments? I have to say, mine, as amazing as Dungeon World was, the moment that in Monster Hearts I made them throw a giant pink stuffed hippo into the mud will live on forever in my heart. If you saw that game, you know about the hippo, Rip Hippo. He will live on forever in our hearts, the greatest casualty of the massacre of Fun World.
So good.
The game was such a hot mess. But what was you guys' favorite parts? Start with Stephanie.
Oh, okay. I was putting a link in the chat.
Working.
Stop worrying.
My favorite part was when I put a link in the chat.
Yes.
It was so good.
I was updating our chat. This is the end of our convention chat. For those of you who just found us, sorry about that. Our front page brought you here, but you're checking out Roll20, and if you want to see the whole convention, I just put the YouTube link in the chat. We're already up on YouTube, so feel free to watch those VODs, or here on Twitch. Please don't leave Twitch. Watch the VODs. They're there. But anyway, no, my favorite part of the convention was I think the Night Witches game this morning. 100%. I spent so much. I watched everything because I was either listening in the back end of Zoom or hosting a call. But I definitely enjoyed the Night Witches game. It was a really cool thing to watch. Those people come together in the way that they did. A lot of the casting of this was really fun for me because I have these like visions in my head when I put these groups together, and it all seems to work out. And I like that one. I really actually also enjoyed the casting tonight with that Dungeon World crew. So I was just my favorite part was getting to hang with all of you. To be cheesy. Okay, I'm done.
Mel, how about you?
So, I mean, my favorite part was also the Night Witches game since I've never played it before. And it was really awesome being in a game DM'd by Alex, who's one of my good friends. And I'm looking forward to maybe helping them get into more DMing and more games. So that'll be super
Yes.
cool. And I think they
They
also
can't stop now.
I know. And I think they also wanted to use Roll20 and stream it. So I'm very excited about helping them get that set up.
Dean, what was your favorite moment?
I don't know. It's hard to choose one. During the 13th Age game, there was this moment where there was this halfling trying to woo Kristen's character. And it was almost sweet, but mostly creepy in the way that anyone woos anybody. And her like dismissal of this character was so subtle and direct of like, she took this person's gifts and was like, this is so great. Like my pet squirrel like would love this kind of thing. And just like explaining how she's trying to put it on the squirrel as this person's deflated. But aside from that, I did really like the moment in the esports chat when we're talking and like it's timing it perfectly with the first game where Team Roll20 is just decimating and we're able to like make all these points while like they're just plowing through, you know, and that the stream ended before we got to watch them kind of go down in flames the next few rounds. But it was just such good timing. It just
the
felt
win
so
in the
epic.
middle was so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even
it was
know.
really it really made that talk feel like it made that talk almost feel like there was a game going on in some way, that there was just this synchronizing of of moments. So yeah, I think those two are my favorites.
And Suzanne?
Okay, I loved the Night Witches game that I was in, but this was also the first time I'd played a game with Lauren, aka Random Tuesday, who I played on day one. They GM'd a D&D 5th edition game, which was, to my understanding, a totally homebrew campaign. And my favorite part was not only the fact that Random Tuesday is a fantastic GM, but also that our final culminating moment was going up against an owl griffin who just really wanted to be a librarian. And we didn't even end up fighting him because we didn't have to. We just used our trickstery, stealthy wits. So I was very much enjoyed solving a problem without conflict.
You gotta talk it out.
So
Yes,
since
sometimes your half rat man son falls in love with the guardian of your enemy.
Love
Charlene
conquers
is a
everything.
halfer.
big shout out to all those GM prompts. We had a lot of glasses. We had a lot of spectacles.
We also had spectacles in our game. That was fun.
Those were a lot of fun.
And then Adam, who has seen many a roleplay moment, what was your favorite from this weekend?
There was a roll last night in the Blades game where Elf rolled for her character and got an improbably good roll, but misrolled, like rolled too many dice. And so we were like, you know, you got a 6, that's great, but like you rolled too many dice. Let's have you re-roll. And she rolled and got 2 6s instead. And we were all very excited about that because right before she rolled, Andrew's like, you're going to crit this. And Elf is notorious for rolling poorly, like especially when it counts. So it was a triumphant moment. There's a screenshot of it that we shared on Twitter today where we're all just like so excited. Yeah. I had a great time the whole time through, but that's the moment that I think for me was the big emotional expression bit. It was fun.
I have to add more to. I get like 5 favorites. I've decided. I also really enjoyed doing the spotlight with I Need Diverse Games today. I've gotten only a few times now to work with Tanya, and every time I've gotten to work with her, it's been, or I should say, work with her. She does a lot of work. Every time I met with her, she's always incredibly fun to work with, and it was really cool to get to have that opportunity. So thanks for taking a break from your vacation, Tanya, to watch us or to join us. I'm tired.
That's amazing.
I'm done.
I loved even seeing that topic on the schedule. It really made me excited of like, wow, this is so nice to just have this.
Yeah, I'm super about it for obvious reasons. And it's glad that I'm happy that rather that Roll20 is like investing in things like that, because it's a space that the internet can only help diversify. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those are our favorite moments. I'm sure that everybody watching the stream, everybody playing off stream has your favorite moments. Please feel free to tweet them at us with that hashtag Roll20Con. Because I love hearing, contrary to like the rest of the public, I love hearing people's tabletop RPG stories out of context. So please tweet them at us with that hashtag. Last but certainly not least, we have to give our thank yous. Stephanie, you know what these people have done for this convention best. So
Yeah.
I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. I wanted to draw a special thanks to a couple of people while we were off stream. So first and foremost, we always want to thank our co-founders for creating Roll20, because obviously we love working for this company or we wouldn't be here doing this. Specifically today to Nolan, our managing partner, for sticking with us through all these new on-hires or onboarding and all this crazy fun stuff, and supporting us through all this. And but I also really want to give our big shout outs to Phil and Steve, the developer, lead developer Steve and Phil from Roll20. Phil did a ton of work on the Roll20Con site and getting everything up and running for everybody. And Steve did everything that Steve does, as we've talked about all day long.
Yeah, I feel
if it
like
was
we've
broke,
created.
Steve fixed it.
Yeah, we've created the Legends of Steve.
Yes.
We created the Legends of Steve this time.
Yes.
I think I guess next time Phil will need his own
Yes.
epic lore
Yes.
that keeps coming up in each conversation.
Phil did the magical task of translating my literal paint. Just using paint, I described what I wanted my website to look like for Roll20Con. Every time I had a new version, I redrew it in paint with boxes and words, and Phil made the Roll20Con website out of what I gave him. So
to be fair,
yeah.
your lines in paint are amazingly straight.
Oh, that's a box tool.
Oh,
Yeah,
never mind. Okay.
Yeah. They're really. I mean, like I think they speak for themselves. To be the funny story, I got my job with Roll20 using illustrations from paint. I drew a comic in paint
Okay,
to illustrate
sense.
what I did. So I think I just have like a knack for stick figures. But yeah, so shout out to our developers and our development team that helped yesterday in that spotlight. Thank you guys for talking about your favorite parts of Roll20. That was really fun. And big thank you to all of you who helped tag along as Naja hosted for us. We appreciate Mel and Dean. This was your first run out in the world with us, so thank you for having fun and being yourselves. And Adam,
It's been great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Adam, we love having you around, and I was so glad that you were available to us for the whole openings and closings and everything. So thank you for dealing with me forgetting to send you stream keys, or no, that was Suzanne's. That was Eric.
Oh, yeah, that was Eric.
I changed the
I'm sure we
stream
did
key.
something
Yeah,
else,
I'm sure
Adam.
we forgot something, but thank you for dealing with all of this. I really appreciate it, guys.
And thank you, Stephanie, for making
Yeah.
this convention happen. I mentioned it last night during closing ceremonies because Stephanie pretty much does all of the wrangling and organizing and planning and actual doing of things for Roll20Con, and it's hugely appreciated.
So
Yes.
gigantic thanks to Stephanie. It
Yeah.
wouldn't be here without you.
I'll cry later.
Game recognized game from one organizer to another.
Thank you,
Done a
Naja.
fantastic job.
That is gonna make me cry.
Come on, tears are emotion isn't
make you
real
cry.
until it's on the internet. So
True.
please
True.
prove your emotions.
I haven't panicked. I don't think yet. I don't know if that
Screenshotter's
exists yet.
not real.
Any other last things from anybody, Naja?
I think we've done it.
Yeah.
If you guys want to give a last shout out, I want to definitely shout out everybody that donated, everybody that watched, everybody that played on stream or off stream, and everybody that ran a game on stream or off stream. You guys make this website work. You're the throbbing heart of this community, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Adam?
Yeah, I mean, I get to interact with the community like really directly a lot. So I say thanks all the time. So one more time, thanks for coming and watching the shows, everybody. I particularly, like Nadja said, I wanna give a shout out to anybody who GM'd for the first time this weekend. The world needs more people who are willing to take that leap. GMing is not as hard as it looks. And I feel like you probably learned that this weekend if you gave it a go for your first time. If you still haven't made the leap, try it. Pick up some dice, grab your friends, be like, I'm running a role-playing game for you. It'll go better than you think, I promise.
Speaking as a very inexperienced GM, it's doable. It's totally doable.
Suzanne, why don't you take that then to say your goodbyes?
I thank you everybody for playing all the games. Hey, let's just keep it going forever. Start a game right now. Why not? It's my challenge to you. So keep it going.
Dean?
Yeah, I mean, just thanks to first everyone at Roll20 and connected to it. It's been so cool to just be part of this entire scene, and I'm really grateful. And of course to the community that makes all that possible and makes it happen. So thanks. Keep being awesome.
And Mel.
So yeah, if you are interested in playing some games on Roll20, check out our Looking for Group forum. There's a lot of games there that are looking for players and GMs. Super friendly community. Get on in and see you on Roll20.
Yeah, and our Looking for Group will stay. The Roll20CON tag, I think, will stay as long as the plus is up. So you may still be able to find people playing in those games on there. And to echo at what everyone said, thank you so much for joining us over this weekend. If you're just joining us in this front page, this is the end of Roll20CON. But we put a link in there for YouTube. You can check us out or watch the VODs here on Twitch. If you don't know what Roll20 is, we are a virtual tabletop that allows you to play friends with your games online. Friends with your games online. Games with your friends online.
Pretty sure I do that too.
Yeah.
Both are true.
But we have a huge community of people. We have 2.2 million users at this point, and as you saw, 21,000 people playing online today, over 40,000 games since Roll20CON started. So thank you, everybody in the community. We hope you see this and you hear our words. We appreciate you. So, Nadja, say goodbye to us because I would love to give you the last words.
Well, we've done it. It's over. Thank you again. I feel like I can't say that enough. I feel like we all can't say that enough. And if we have at all inspired you to play or run a game or donate to Cybersmile, or even if you just buy a tabletop book and read it to yourself, that's amazing. You guys have a great rest of the week. Have a great rest of the summer, rest of your life. And we will sign off from here.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.